Just 6 races left in the regular season for the NASCAR Cup Series. Today, the tricky triangle, Pocono Raceway. Not only one of NASCAR's biggest tracks, but also hands down one of the biggest challenges as well. Martin Truex Jr. hoping to repeat some history with his 3rd win at what he considers one of his home tracks. To honor Truex, the track painted his name on the start-finish line. Truex told me earlier this week he was honestly surprised by the gesture. Steve mentioned it. DJ talked about it. A lot of people in the garage think Truex has the best car in practice. What a way to cap off his Pocono career, Kim, if he could celebrate in front of this sold-out crowd.
He won his 2nd pole yesterday. Ty Gibbs brings him to the green flag. We're underway. And now rocketing down the front stretch into turn 1. They all stay 2 by 2. Peeking out just a bit there is Ross Chastain.
Yeah, a bit surprising. Very much more organized than we've seen here in the past. Maybe not so much in the back half, as now we see 3 wide trying to get figured out off of turn 1.
Everybody gets through that first turn, and now they head toward the tunnel turn. There's a tunnel underneath turn 2, and it is rough. Side by side for the lead still through turn 2.
Really nice job by the 54 and the 24. Pretty difficult to run 2 wide through turn 2. They did it successfully. Now we'll see if that 54 of Ty Gibbs can use that top lane to maybe carry the momentum down this extremely long front stretch, really the 2nd longest, and he does. He clears the 24 and then swerves down to try to get away from that draft. Wow, big hit for Noah Gragson.
And it looks as though he backed into the wall, and so the first caution has come out.
Yeah, it just looks like he got too loose.
It's the reason for the caution. Noah Gragson in the 10 backs it into turn 1, and he is out of the race.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I was waiting for somebody to be the first one to make it 3 wide. I thought Larson was going to make a move to do it. That was a pretty calm restart.
Up the racetrack went the 24. Byron went up there. Also the 4 of Josh Berry is up there. And now look at Martin Truex Jr. taking over the lead.
Take a look at the top of your screen. Just, I guess it was loose. Look a little wiggle, Jeff, maybe for the 54?
Yeah, just it's hard to tell there. It's hard to imagine that he went that far up the racetrack at that part of the racetrack without the back of the car being the problem.
Coming into this race, 2 playoff points for Martin Truex Jr. Now, as you had mentioned, he has about a 1-second lead over Denny Hamlin, and he is going to win stage 1 at Pocono. It's the 3rd stage win of 2024, so that means 1 more playoff point and his 3rd stage win at Pocono. As we see a good battle here between Logano and Brad Keselowski. Logano edges Keselowski right at the line. Problems for Ross Chastain, and he's going to get into the wall. So the 1 of Chastain has had a problem. You see the right rear is wrinkled on that. It looks like that happened prior to this most recent run-in with the wall, but the caution has come out. It's the 3rd caution of the day. He was running 25th.
And I think this is information I would give my driver to try to motivate him to manage this thing. That's a big shot for the 1, Jeff.
Yeah, he was out of the groove when he came into the picture, obviously just sideways and trying to catch it.
That's turn 3.
Wow. That thing, he's turning the car, trying to save it. The right rear hooks the wall. When it does, it just slings the right front into it.
And Ross Chastain is done for the day. They're looking at the damage on the right front, Steve, and they have decided it is too much. They cannot fix it, so they're going to push this car to the garage. 6 races left in the regular season, including this one. This one's going to be a big impact on the playoffs.
There's a new leader in the Great Getaway 400, presented by VisitPA.com, and it's a familiar number and face up front. He's won here 7 times before. Here's Denny Hamlin up front.
Yeah, Denny had been all over the back of the 4-car. Barry right there. You see how much center of the corner speed he's able to roll. Josh, just no defense of that.
Continuing to keep an eye on this battle for 4th. Martin Truex Jr. has it right now, and after winning stage 1, stage 2, the car handling has gone away. Listen in.
All you did with the adjustments earlier is take the back out of the track in the water spots at turn 3. Snappy, but I'm still not turning it in 1. All right, well, the adjustments ain't good. I don't know. I can't go nowhere right now.
Here's an interesting statistic. The 7-time winner Hamlin, this is the first stage he's ever won at Pocono, and he wins stage 2. So Denny Hamlin grabbing another playoff point as Chase Elliott will finish second in stage 2.
Rick, after winning stage 2, Denny Hamlin will restart 16th. We'll see what he does here on the choose. Chris Gabehart explained to him a moment ago, listen, we have more fuel than everybody else. We will gain that time back on this next stop because we'll be shorter than everybody else.
Big block by Truex on Ryan Blaney, forcing him to the middle. That puts Truex on the bottom, and he's going to race Blaney into the corner.
Josh Berry's going to lose 2 spots there. He'll fall back to 4th. And he's going to lose 4th also now as Larson's looking to his inside.
Things are getting aggressive now. You can see nobody's giving anybody any room whatsoever.
Caution has come out. It's Todd Gilliland who got into the wall. Not sure if it was a tire that went down or maybe a brake rotor. Let's listen.
Trying to get the car slowed down, and light tap of the wall here. Not a lot of damage from that, but what caused this? If a rotor exploded,
he just shifted and went across the start-finish line when we started hearing that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just obviously something in the right front. So if a rotor exploded, that would be the end of your day. It does so much damage.
Martin Truex Jr., he said the adjustments we've made have not helped the car at all. He said turn 3 is our biggest area of concern. I'll take anything over there to help me. A lot of 2-tire stops here, Rick, and a few teams gaining some spots, including Kyle Larson, who gains 4.
When you're trying to get a little too much on pit road, you get caught. And these 4 all got caught for speeding in the same section, section 7 on pit roads. Big run by some of those cars in the back and around into the field. The aid of Kyle Busch was the one who went down and came back up. Harrison Burton sliding down. It's very close there.
A lot of race cars
like Ryan
got caught up
Reese.
in this.
It looked as though the 8 was the one who was initially involved, the 16 of Allmendinger there.
On the bottom of the racetrack, then a block from LaJoie. LaJoie gets into him. Kyle Busch blocked him, and LaJoie just ran into him, to be honest with you. I'm not saying he meant to do it, but either a misjudgment. See right there, big block. Then he goes, and then LaJoie trying to get back on the racetrack. That yellow line.
There we see him sliding right back in front of the field.
Yeah, all these guys just along for the ride.
Y'all good there? I think so. Check the nose. He hooked himself.
Yeah, I ain't worried about him. It's all about us. Focus forward here. Yeah, you let him have it the first time. Second time, he got what he deserved. All good.
It seemed like there was an issue between you and LaJoie. Is there a conversation that needs to be had?
Nah. Oh no, back
up into the wall. And a couple get caught up. The 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. There's the 71. That's Zane Smith.
Yeah, just Nemechek up the racetrack into Zane, then Zane into McDowell, and those two got the worst of it. That's a contact with the inside wall.
It's actually a great view of that inside wall, Jeff. You know, at the beginning of the show, Rick, you and I talked about some of the huge wrecks here. We saw Elliott Sadler, one of the most famous on this backstretch. Pocono made huge improvements years ago of lining this entire inside, and why you think it's crazy because the wall's closer.
Hamlin not quite able to make the pass. And now into the wide sweeping turn 3. Blaney trying to pull away.
See Alex Bowman turning left, trying to get away from the side draft of that 11 car. Can he clear him? It's so close.
He's got the car in front of him, and Bowman clears the 11 of Hamlin.
He radioed to Chris Gabehart a moment ago, said the car's just too tight as I sit behind the 48. Gabehart said coyly, hey, don't worry about me. Don't talk to me, Rick. Focus on what you're doing, and he might get that spot from Bowman right here.
He's trying to take second away. He does it on the outside of the exit of turn 3, and now Hamlin is in second, and let's see if he can close the gap with under 7 laps to go. Blaney has a 2.3 second lead. 11 career wins for Blaney.
Get home smooth and straight.
And through 3 for the final time. The driver of the 12 looking for win number 12. It's going to be the second time he'll see the checkered flag here at Pocono. Ryan Blaney wins again in 2024.
Fantastic work. Good job, Timmy. Good job, man. Hell yeah, boys. Let's go. Good job, driver. Good job, team. Proud of you guys.